So the Apollo connection came from him reaching out to me on Instagram. He reached out to me on Instagram and told me he was a fan of my work. He was a fan of me as an artist. And when he initially reached out, I thought he was just trying to work on one or two songs. And he's like, no, I don't do one or two songs. I do whole projects. I do whole albums with people. So we talked on the phone for like half an hour and we chopped it up. And, at this time, this was maybe like in August, around this time last year. And he told me he already had the beats ready. Like, mind you, Thriller Hunt 2 came out in June. So around this time, that's when he had hit me up and he just was like, no, I already got like 15 beats with you and I crafted up in a matter of a month with you in mind. Like, they are already ready to go. And so like maybe like a couple months later, he sent me the first batch and I kept building from that. I sat with those beats for like maybe a month or two, just like, just really just riding around, filling them out and just like thinking about what I wanted to say on these beats. Cause I'm like, these Apollo Brown beats, I want to approach them correct. So, but we just built from there and like March earlier this year, actually like a week before the virus hit, I flew out to Detroit and I was out there for like a week and we finished the album then. Like we built off the vibes of each other. It was a fun process being in the studio recording with him. He records in a comfortable space for me. And it was dope because I didn't know what to expect. I'm so used to really recording with the same people. So going in and recording like in his space and it was comfortable for me to go off and get in and do what I needed to do was dope. So, we built off of that though. And when I came back in town, when I touched back down in Buffalo, the virus had hit like maybe a few days after that and they shut everything down. So we wasn't able to really build and get videos and visuals done. And like, as far as our rollout for that, the way we wanted to, but we still felt it was needed to put the music out right now with the current climate that we're in. And we've been getting great feedback, ever since. So, it was a dope idea for us to put it out earlier than, we planned on putting it out. But no, it was dope. Just vibing out and working with Apollo. That was a great experience. Like I said, I was pleasantly surprised that his recording space is very similar to mine and it was a comfortable experience. So like as far as the process in between and writing to the beats before I, went out and did the recording process, I would say just me reflecting and knowing that I had a lot more to prove. Because at that time I only had one project out, Thriller Hunt 2. We released Juno like a little bit before I had went out there and started the recording process, but I was maybe 85% done with the album. But like I knew I had a lot more to prove and I just wanted to tap into something that they haven't heard, these new listeners haven't heard from me before. Because like I said, on my first mixtape, I was making whole albums and had original beats or not even original beats, but just making songs. And, I just feel like for me, I felt like I just was in that space where I was like, I had a lot more to prove. And I wanted to show them my creative, artistic side, tap into some, Ché Noir, the artist, I should say. Because I gave y'all a bunch of bars, but I wanted to give y'all full songs, great concepts, storytelling, witty. I've always been witty. I can't even say that, but just tap into some different things that they haven't heard from me so far, and just show them I have the abilities to create a whole LP and full albums and give y'all different concepts and themes and tap into that. So that was really just me, just knowing that I had a lot more to prove and just me getting on my, just me putting my foot on their necks and just realizing like I'm at a vulnerable state right now. So, it's really, this album can make or break me. This is a big deal for me. So that's just where I was at in my head. As far as like a record where I was eager to put out was definitely Daddy's Girl. That was the record right there. I was like, I can't wait for them to hear this and just hear a different side, because I've always dropped like lines here and there about the situation, but to actually have a full song and dig a little deeper into it and give it from a woman's perspective. That was definitely like something I couldn't wait to get out and for them to hear, for everyone to hear. That was definitely the record right there.